Hello dear students, welcome back once again on my YouTube channel. As you know, all of you are getting in the sequential way videos of class 12th, class 11th and class 10th. Today in this sequence I am going to make a video of class 12th which one is related to the topic chemical kinetics. So let's start and please pay your attention. As you know, in this lesson, I had completed in previous videos up to the zero order reaction. So today I am going to take first order reaction, their mathematical derivation, it means formula. After that, characteristics of the first order reaction, their examples, and then also in the term of half-life, the formula of first order reaction. As you know, first order reactions, according to the definitions, these are the reactions in which the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the first power raised over the concentration term of the reactant. So by example, I am going to represent this. Suppose I have taken dissociation of NH4NO2. It gives N2 one molecule and two molecule of water. In this, rate of reaction dx by dt is equal to K concentration of NH4NO2. As you are saying here, there is no any power, it means that power will be 1. Either I mention or will not be, but order is equal to 1. As you are saying in the definition, rate of reaction is directly proportional to the first power raised over the concentration term of the reactant. So this reaction represents this. After that, if mathematical, I want to find a formula for this, then see here, suppose a reactant I have taken which gives a product. Initially, small a mole per liter of this concentration taken, but here is nothing because T is equal to 0 second. This one is the initial concentration. After that, reaction is going on and time passes T second. So here if X forms, so remaining amount of this will be A minus X mole per liter, and this is the final concentration. After that, if I want to find rate of reaction, so dx by dt is equal to K concentration, which one is remaining here, K in bracket A minus X. Dx upon dt is the rate of reaction, A minus X is the remaining amount of reactant A after T second when reaction is going on. Here once again dx by dt is equal to K A minus X. Suppose this is the equation first. In term of integration, if I want to take the integration of this, so taking integration of equation first, all of you know directly we will get from this, as you are saying in the zero order reaction, minus log E base A minus X is equal to Kt plus C. This is the integrated form of this equation first. Suppose this one is equation second. After that, if t is equal to 0, second, then x is equal to 0. Putting these values in equation second, we will get once again minus log E base A minus 0 is equal to K into 0 plus C, or this is equal to C minus log E base A. You are seeing here, I have placed the value of t and x, and I am finding here C is equal to minus log E base A. This value of C I have to place in equation second. So see here, putting the value of C in equation second, minus log E base A minus X is equal to Kt plus C. There will be minus log E base A, or minus log E base A minus X plus log E base A is equal to Kt. As you are seeing here, log E in both having common, so I can write log E base A upon A minus X is equal to Kt, or K is equal to 1 upon T log E base A upon A minus X. If I want to change log in term of log 10, so it will give K is equal to 1 upon T log 10, and her value will be, in place of 1, 2.303, and this remain as it is, A minus X. So once again I am going to write this. K is equal to 2.303 upon T log 10 base A upon A minus X. So this is the equation for the first order reaction. Either you have to find rate constant, or you have to find time t in which reaction is going on, the time which one is taken by the reactant to complete in the particular product. After that, if this reaction you want to obtain in term of half-life, so in term of half-life, as you know, it indicates that half-life is that time in which the reactant becomes half of the original amount. It means X is equal to A by 2. So if I am going to subtract A minus X, A minus A by 2 here, it means 2A minus A or A by 2. So I can write in place of a minus x, a by 2. So I have to place this value here. K is equal to 2.303 upon t, means t half log 10 base a upon a by 2. Now once again k is equal to 2.303 upon t half log 10 base a upon 1 into 2 upon a. So a cancel together and it will give 0.6932 upon t half. So you are seeing here, I have changed in term of half-life. In place of t, I have placed t half. So this is the equation which I am going to find. That one is k is equal to 0.6932 upon t half. After that, what are the characteristics of the first order? As you are saying, first order reaction always obeys this formula. It means k is equal to 2.303 upon t log 10 base a upon a minus x. Second one, if you want to plot a graph in between concentration and time, so you will get always straight line. Straight line. After that, third one, that one is very important for all of you. If you are going to increase the concentration n times, so rate of the reaction also becomes n times. It means n times if concentration increases, so the rate of the reaction also becomes n times. So this is you have to remember. Concentration increases n times, so rate of reaction also becomes n times. After that, fourth one, units of rate of reaction you know that by the formula, if you want to obtain, then you will get from there mole liter inverse second inverse, but for the rate constant it will give second inverse. So this is you have to remember, because initially you have written dx by dt directly proportional to remaining amount a minus x. So from there, if you want to obtain, so a minus x also change in the concentration and dx is also change in concentration. So cancel together, it means from there you will get second inverse. Otherwise, rate of reaction you will get mole liter inverse second inverse. In this way, these are the characteristics of the first order. After that, some important examples of this. Examples. Suppose that initially I have taken one example, after that there are so many examples. Suppose I have taken dissociation of H2O2. It will give H2O plus oxygen. If one molecule, then nascent, otherwise I have to take 2, and here also will be 2s2. This is also the example of first order. Here the rate of reaction depends over the concentration of H2O2, not over the number of H2O2. So dx by dt directly proportional to concentration of H2O2 only. I have not mentioned power 2. After that, next example, suppose that I have taken hydrolysis of ester. It will give CH3COOH, it is acetic acid and C2H5OH. Here dx by dt also equal to K concentration of CH3COOH C2H5. It means depends only and only over the concentration of ethyl acetate, not over any another, it means over the water. So order will be 1. Order here also 1 and here also 1. It means these are the examples. Some other also you have to see. In them order will be 1. In this way I have completed this video. After that, in next video I have to solve some numerical problems based over the first order reaction and half-life based. Thanks.